Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Shayna Cersei and we're going to do another watercolor journal page today. I'm so excited to paint with you. So you can see, have masked out a square in my journal, and then I'm going to put my colors over here. But sometimes you want just like a nice clean line, and you can just mask things out in different shapes or divide your page in all kinds of different ways. You don't always have to use just exactly the same size that the journal came in. So we're going to do a landscape today. I'm going to do some bright and bold colors for this landscape, fun dramatic sky. I always love playing with skies, and you can do landscapes. Landscapes pretty much have a sky and a ground and a horizon line somewhere in it, and you can kind of make the whole thing up. And as long as you know a little bit about perspective and light, you should be good to go, and you can kind of make up landscapes as you go. So I'm just going to put in kind of a wavy little horizon line there. This is going to be my sky. This is going to be my ground. I am going to put my light source kind of right here on the horizon line. You don't have to draw that in there, but I just wanted to kind of show you where mine was going to be. So for my sky, we are going to do some super bright yellows and reds. So I don't know if you've ever seen those really, really dramatic skies. And then I might add a little bit of purple in there, but we're going to fall mostly on the red. So this is some cadmium red. So let's put this color up here. Whoa. And I'm normally not a warm color person. I don't paint a lot of things in super rich warm colors. But today I'm going to. Here's a diarrhea yellow. And also, this is a cadmium yellow, which I am almost out of, so I have to be careful. So these are going to be in my sky, and then I think I am actually going to throw a little purple in later for some clouds. Okay, and then my ground, I'm actually going to do, here is a green gold. And I'm going to mix that with phthalo blue. So I'm going to get lots of different colors between these two. So I have two cool colors in here, the purple and the phthalo blue. And then everything else is warm. So my sky is going to be really warm, but my ground is going to be nice and cool. And hopefully bright and vibrant as well. So here, let me just mop these up a little bit so you can kind of see the full effect. These two colors next to each other, I have found, are a fabulous combination. The green gold with the phthalo blue. All right, so let's get started with the sky. I'm going to start with my yellow, my lightest yellow, my cadmium yellow here. I'm going to water it down, and I'm actually going to put it kind of around this shape here, and then I'm going to do this. And then with a clean brush, I'm just going to take some water and put it in here and kind of invite a little bit of yellow in, but I really want it to stay pretty bright there. Now I'm going to take brighter yellow, put it all around, and now we're going to start layering in red. And some more yellow. I'll put in the diarrhea yellow, so you can kind of pick from any of these colors. But I'm trying to keep this section bright. So I have a clean brush right now, and I'm just going to push color kind of away from this area. I do want things to still stay I don't want them to get too muddied. I want it to have this stripy kind of look to it. Let's put in some yellow here, some orange. There, and you can see the darker I go up here, the brighter this starts to become because of contrast. All right, so you can just let that dry, and then if it's not quite bright enough for you later on, or saturated enough, if the color's dried too light, you can just do the whole thing again. I'm just pulling out color right now. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the purple yet. I don't know if I'm going to, actually, you know what? I'm gonna layer some of it up here as some like clouds. And that just brings this even darker. Which then makes this feel even brighter. All right, but I don't want to get too crazy. Just blending out the edges just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. Super dramatic, super bright, dramatic sky. Beautiful. Now let's get into the grass here. Let's start with green gold. And I'm just going to layer this in kind of these switchback. You do want to be careful if this is still really wet up here. You don't want to get too close to your horizon line. All right, so let's pull in some of this phthalo blue. And I did put this a little too close to the horizon line, so I'm going to pull some of that out. The yellow's okay, but the blue is a little too much to let that bleed up into there. And you can see as I'm kind of mixing these together, they are making green. I kind of love whatever's going on here, this kind of growing. It looks like a little grassy berm. And this back here too, which is kind of like growing into that sunspot. I think that looks awesome. We'll see how we like these together. I don't know. The jury is still out. Let's put some of this down here. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry and then I'm gonna reassess after it's all dry. All right, we're back, and I will say my color choice here is pretty crazy, a little all over the place. Not sure if I love these together, but I love them separate. We're gonna keep going. Okay, so the sky got a little dull on me. We're going to spice it up a little bit. I'm going to pick up some more of my red, And I'm just gonna go right over the top of this up here. And I actually want to create a really dark kind of corner over here, I think. So it's going to be kind of juxtaposed to this. So put dark, dark purple and red up there. Now I'm going to blend that out. So making this super dramatic sky. Some kind of storm is a-coming. I'm not sure. And then down here, these are going to get really light. Just going to let it be like funky little clouds kind of pittering across. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to add some more red in here and some more yellow. I'm just going to make a bright orange kind of look and feel. I just want it to be a little smoother. It was a little too grainy and stripey for me. And this is definitely way more dramatic, more red than I would ever normally do. I usually err on the side of magentas, but hey, we got to give things a try sometimes. But yeah, usually magentas for skies and magentas and yellows. So I'm going to put another kind of round of purple over here and blend it out. And then we're going to let this dry again. It's getting a little muddy, but this I love. I absolutely love this. It feels like it's glowing. It's very cool. I love the color combination. I am going to, I love how these kind of are wispy and soft, but you know what? I'm going to put something in front. Let me get a smaller brush. Right, I have a smaller brush. Hold on. I'm taking my bigger brush. It's just damp right now, but I'm just blending this out a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Smaller brush. I need a brownish color. And of the colors I've chosen out here, going with the Diarylide yellow, making an orange, and we're going to add a little phthalo blue to it. So now we have a brown, or a very light orange. If you can see that. There we go. Let's add a little more phthalo blue. Even add a little purple. All right, just a little bit of everything. And now I'm going to put like kind of like wheat. The tops of like wheat grass in front here. There we go. And then just do a bunch of these, like right in front. And I don't want to cover up too much of this up here because it's just so lovely. Maybe just a few down front here. And then I'm going to take this color, maybe a little more purple, and I'm just going to put something on the horizon, like little mountains. in the distance. And then I'm going to blend that out so it kind of tapers off. And also let's put in a little more of this blue-green color. We're going to put in like a little canopy of trees maybe. Or a greenish mountain. I'm realizing it's the same size as these rocks or hills over here. Almost reminds me, this color green, like the Emerald City. I'm going to put a few other. So this is very kind of fanciful. Like I know we started with just a dramatic sky. We're going to do a landscape, and this is definitely still a landscape, but it's almost like a fantasy landscape. Like these colors are unreal. Are we on some other planet? And that can be just lots of fun too. Just adding in some texture. There we go. And I feel like we need something, but I'm not sure what else to put. I don't want to overwork it, so I'm going to leave it. You can always leave it, and I could come back to it tomorrow and make a decision then. You don't have to finish everything in one sitting, and that's really hard for people to remember. Are you one of those people? Are you super impatient? Do you have to finish a painting all in one sitting? I know I get caught in that trap a lot, but you don't have to. Sometimes the best paintings are the ones that you stop, walk away from, come back to again later. Let it be days or just a couple of hours or weeks even, and then you come back with a fresh perspective. Anyway, okay, so we're going to stop here. We're going to call this one done, but it doesn't mean you can't come back to it later. I'm going to give it a little dry and then peel off the tape to see what we have. All right, let's peel off our tape and get these nice clean edges. Look at that. Does not look beautiful? And what did we do? We just layered color back and forth in lots of little stripes. We put a tiny little bit of a detail in here and back here, but leaving lots of light areas next to dark areas. So blending them out, but not letting it get muddy, really protecting this really bright area. And we get this beautiful glowing surreal landscape. So thank you so much for joining me for this one. I really had a lot of fun. I'm Shayna Cersei. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this with a friend if you think they would enjoy this as well. Check out the description for links to supplies and materials that I use regularly, and leave a comment if you'd like to leave a comment or ask a question. Thank you so much, and I'll see you for another watercolor journal page very soon. Take care, y'all.